Hello and welcome to Kojo's Trick Lab. Today we're going to learn how to do the butterfly twist. Now it seems quite intimidating. You got a butterfly in there and a twist. You got all sorts going on, but it's not that complex. We're going to break it down and make it super easy. Now the technique I teach it isn't the same technique that everybody uses. There's a lot of different ways to do this trick, the same with every other trick, but the way I teach it does make it pretty easy. I've seen a lot of really good results from this, and doing it this method is going to make it much easier when you come to combo out of it or variate it or swing it, rather than thinking of a big B kick and a twist. That's not the easiest way to get it, in my opinion. You can disagree, but I know Btwist fairly well, so I'd trust me. You don't have to, but I'd trust me.
To do this trick, you should already be able to do a really good butterfly kick and aerial, just because if you can do aerial, it means you're probably good enough at butterfly kick to be doing Btwist. Now, it's a really easy trick when you know how to do it. I'd make sure that you do it on a soft surface to start with. So if you have a gym, go to the gym, do it onto a crash mat or a foam pit if you can. If you don't have access to a gym, just try and be creative with it. Try and find somewhere to train. Try and find yourself a sand pit or something soft where you can try it. But make sure you're not trying it too soon. You should really have a strong butterfly kick. You want it to be so as soon as you try it, you're getting close to landing it. If you're slamming on your back, it means you need to go back and work on your butterfly kick some more because it's not good enough. So the first step for Btwist is we're going to work on our spin step. All you do, start with your left leg in front and then step onto your right leg and then a nice long step over onto your left leg. As you do this last step, swing your arms all the way across. So get really used to doing that to butterfly kicks. And when you've got that comfortable and you can do it really powerfully, nice and high, you can start thinking about butterfly twist. So the takeoff for butterfly twist is swing your arm all the way across your body so that you can see behind you. Now, lots of people go for it and take off at this point. If you take off there, then you're going to struggle getting your legs all the way around while you're doing the twist. Whereas if you take off looking behind you, then your chest's halfway round already. And as soon as you leave the ground, by tensing your abs really hard and squeezing all your muscles, it's going to force your legs to catch up with your chest, which is going to twist you around faster. That's why, by doing this technique, I could do the move in slow motion. I could come all the way around, look, kick, and still do a butterfly twist. So if you're doing it right, it should be super easy. As you get to that position, when you can see behind you, then kick your right leg. If you do it the same way as me, left leg the other way, kick it backwards as hard as you can. The higher you can kick that leg, the better it's going to be. That's what's going to flip you around and also give you your height. And your head and chest should be really low as you swing across, and then as you kick that leg, lift your chest up. Now you don't want to lift it too high or it's going to stop you from going horizontal. It's going to make you end up doing a standing twist, which isn't what you want. So you've got to find that right height to lift your chest up. The higher you can kick your leg, the higher you'll be able to lift your chest and still go horizontal in the air. So swing all the way around, look behind you, and then pull your arms in as hard as you can. So you're going to wrap them in to twist you around as you kick that leg. And then from there, when you're in the air, you're tensing everything as hard as you can, keeping your arms in your chest. And shortly after you take off, you'll turn over and you should be able to spot your landing. And then you're just going to land left leg first, and you've done a Btwist. I'm going to show you it from a load of different angles so you can really get an idea of how the move works. But if you think about all of the things I've said and find a safe environment to try it, then you should be able to work it out. Make sure you film yourself training so you can see what you're doing wrong. If you get the technique right, you'll get this no problem. It's a really simple move. You don't need loads of power to be able to do it. You don't need loads of flexibility. Anyone who can do an aerial can do this trick. A lot of people, when they first try and Btwist, because they find it scary, because if you've not done flips before, it can be quite scary. You have to commit to going over. So they'll take off with their head really high. Now that's going to stop you from flipping, and it's not what you want to be doing. So if you've got access to a crash mat, a really good way to get past that is to go really slow into it. So you just swing your arms all the way across, look behind you with your leg up, and just roll over your side. Now I've nearly done a Btwist there, so it's a really simple move, and anyone can go through it slowly to get the feel for it like that. Another way to get the hang of it, if you have access to a vault box with a foam pit or decent crash mats, doing it from a height's a really easy way to do it. If you're doing it from something about waist height, then you can go into it pretty much slow motion and still land on your feet. So that's a really good way to get used to the technique before you try and do it on the floor. Lots of people teach butterfly twist as a butterfly kick with a twist in. It's not that. That messes up a lot of you, because it means you're doing something like this. You're going butterfly kick and trying to twist, and you're struggling to get round. What it actually is a twist from a butterfly kick setup. So you do the setup the same as a butterfly kick, but as you're leaving the ground, you should be pulling into that twist. You don't have time to start doing a butterfly kick and then twist. It's just going to make it really hard to get around. So make sure you're twisting from the ground. As I'm taking off, I'm already pulling into my twist. And that's going to get me around really easily. It's also going to put me in a much better position to swing out of it, because instead of going up, twisting, dropping down, I'm twisting all the way through, which is going to make me come out with my head and chest up, ready to do other tricks out of it. Hope you enjoyed this Btwist tutorial. Hope it helped you. If you've tried it and you feel like you're miles away, then go back, practice your butterfly kicks and aerials loads more. If you try and do like 30 every single session for 5 or 6 more sessions, when you come back to doing Btwist, you're going to get it easy. See you later, guys.
To browse our video library and to see if it's really worth it, check the link below, have a look, you won't be disappointed. If you're not already, follow us on Instagram. If you have any questions about this trick or anything else, just drop us a message and we'll do our best to get back to you.